A Central Kentucky community is opening doors and using sidewalks to shine light on those struggling with mental health.
Georgia MacArthur reports on Chalk the Walk and what it means to those who might need help in a time of crisis.
But you're hoping that something that you write will touch someone and make them maybe think twice about something that they may have planned.
Positive messages filled the sidewalk just outside of Richmond Police Department. Chalk, the powerful tool to help write the messages, to get through to people who walk through the doors and help save a life.
The idea is just to kind of not just give people who might be thinking about killing themselves, but maybe people who have mentally, people who are struggling in their family, people who have mental health issues, to give them some things to think about.
The Kentucky Department of Education data says suicide is the second leading cause of death for young adults in Kentucky. Richmond Police, in partnership with Baptist Health, are trying to change that statistic.
Yes, their job is to respond to crime, but as they are responding to more issues like mental health issues, like drug issues, is that what they want to do? Are they trained to do that? No, but they recognize that that's the reality of the world we're living in today.
It's tiny messages like "you matter" that the police department says can go a long way.
That's a lot of what they're responding to. And I think people would be surprised if they knew the step that they were taking to, really recognize this and make sure their officers are trained to better handle people when they encounter people that are struggling with mental health issues.
The hope is that the more people can openly discuss the topic of suicide, the greater chance of reducing the stigma surrounding it.
Mental health is a huge issue in our community, and people having access to mental health services, huge issue.
In Richmond, Georgia MacArthur, Fox 56 News.